Hello, my name is Patricia, and this is part 2 of chapter 11's video tutorial. Okay, so where we left off is that we imported all of our items that the author has given us for chapter 11. And before we start editing any of the objects, we need to get them in the order. So how you get the objects in the timeline, so if I open these up a little bit more, we'll see the sunset is first, and the guy jumping in the water second, etc. Well, they should be in the order, the numerical order on the layers, in the layers. So let's move these layers around on the right-hand side. So go to your layer panel, and I'm going to click the image 1, and I'm going to drag it to the bottom, and then click image 2, drag it just above 1, 3, 4, 5, and then the sunset is last. So if we shrink these a little bit, we can see now that they are in the order the author wants us to have them in. Okay, so let me close out a couple panels here and make sure you can see the stage. Okay, so what we're going to do per the author is we are going to change each of these images and these videos to 3 seconds. We want them to play the same amount of time on the video. So how we do that is we are going to take our mouse and we're going to come over here to the video edge here, and I'm going to hold the shift key down, and I'm going to start dragging the mouse towards the left, and I'm going to stop at 3.0. And then what it did was it removed everything up until the first 3 seconds of this image. We'll do the same for the video clip. We're going to drag it. If you look at the top of the video clip right up here, you'll see the time. So we want we want the duration, which is right here. Here we go. We want 3 minutes on that duration. And it doesn't have to be exact. I'm trying to, let go. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here. 3 minutes on this video clip, the duration. Perfect. And then the purple, remember the purple is a photo. So we want 3 minutes of play time for this photo. Same with this one. And then finally the sunset will conclude our video. Okay. Okay, good. So now they're all timed equally. Okay, next what we are going to do is we're going to make sure we save periodically. I just saved that. We are going to select the family layer in the layers panel, family 1 in the layers panel. And this clip is also selected. When we do that, it's selected in this timeline right here. And we're going to click the triangle in the upper right corner of the family time clip to open up the motion panel. So click that triangle where it says here no motion. So what the author wants us to do is choose pan and zoom, and we want to make sure the resize to fill canvas is selected, which it is. And then we're going to click on an empty area to get out of that. And what it's doing to the photo is that it's making sure that it's pan and zoom. I'm going to do that one more time. Okay, good. And then we're going to close the motion panel. We're going to open this motion panel back up again, and we're going to choose no motion, because all we were doing here is that we were zooming it, and we don't want it moving. Okay, so we zoomed it in, and then we said, okay, no motion. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to hit save. Okay, before we do anything else to these video clips, the author is going to have us add some text. So if you're following me in the book, we are going to add a new layer by coming over here and choosing New Video Group. And that automatically adds a layer for us in the timeline. We're going to select the text tool, make sure it's on horizontal. We're going to use Myrid Pro, and I already typed in 600. Yes, 600, 600 is the font. The author is asking us make sure that the text is white and make sure it's left aligned. And we are going to type in the words beach day. We're going to come over here to the left in this gray area. Make sure you come over here and click into it. We're going to type the word beach day. And then we're going to click the arrow, the little check button right here. And it's not going to be big enough to fit on the screen, but that's okay. We're getting ready to animate it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the layers. So leave this screen for a second and move over to your layer panel. Click on the beach layer and change the opacity to 25%. Right over here, 25%. Okay, good. And we're going to click out that. And then in the timeline panel, we're going to drag the endpoint of the word beach day to the 3.0, 3 minutes, so it is the same direction as family 1. So let me show you how we're going to do this. We're going to click the arrow next to the thumbnail and beach day clip. So we're going to come over here and we are going to click this little arrow right here. Can you see that? Click it. Perfect. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click the stopwatch icon next to the transform. So here's the transform. Click that stopwatch icon and it inserted a little yellow icon, which is the start. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the move tool and we're going to drag our text. So we're going to select this move tool and we're going to drag it. Let's see, which way does he want us to go, right or left? Okay. Drag it to the right, so only the left of B. So he wants us to drag it all the way to the right, so just the B is showing. Okay, let go. And then, okay. Now we're going to move the playhead to the last frame and we're going to hold the shift key down. So I'm going to come over here to the last frame of this. Move the playhead to the last frame. You know, that yellow dot just went off. I want to make sure it stays on. Okay, we're going to move it to the last. Actually, I just see this bottom image down here. I just want it at the end of this one. I really don't want to go into this video clip here. So we're going to come to the end of the photo. I'm going to hold my shift key down. I'm going to grab this text and I'm going to push it over. Now I'm getting ready to let go of, I'm not letting go of my shift key. Don't let go of your shift key. I'm still holding my shift key. I'm taking my mouse, I let go of my mouse, but I'm still holding my shift key the entire time. And I push that word day all the way over. So now what we can do is we can grab the scrub head and we can just check it. Okay, good. We just created an animation in here. All right, good deal. Let's go ahead and hit save before anything happens to that. Okay, and we're going to create an effect. Next, we're going to add some adjustment layers to the video clips. So what we're going to do next is we are going to go over here to, we're going to come over to the dog video, the dog image. I'm just checking something. If you're following me in the book, you'll see that the author's jumping all over the place. So now we're going to scroll down over here to the dog at the beach image. Let's see, here we go. It's a video. We know it's a video because it's blue, right? Okay, so we're going to come over here. We're going to actually select it. We're going to click this video clip. And in the timeline panel, we're going to move the playhead to the very beginning of this clip. So we're going to come to just the beginning. Perfect. And we are going to, now what we're going to do is, remember, you got to make sure you have this clicked. We're going to come over to our adjustment panel, click adjustments, and I'm going to push this over. I want to make sure you can see it. So I clicked adjustments, and the author's asking us to click the black and white icon to make this video black and white. Choose the tint key, and it's going to give us kind of an off-white, kind of a cream color. And that's what we are going to do. So after you click those two, we are going to preview this video by just scrubbing it, and you'll see it's black and white with a little bit of cream photo. Let's go ahead and hit save. And so we have a little bit more editing to do, but for now I'm going to go ahead and stop this tutorial on end of part 2, and we'll pick up at the beginning of part 3. Thanks for listening.